2025. A little bit of a late start here. It's been a rather busy morning. And of course, with the little bit of a delay, it doesn't mean that I am far off from getting everything together as far as the podcast goes. And as you can see here, my setup, just to give you an idea. I know it's a little bit of a funky angle, but yeah, lots going on here, lots happening. I appreciate your patience as we get set for another podcast coming at you today around 12 to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on this podcast, Pregame Live. What I will discuss, the latest with what's happening in baseball. Miles, what's going on? How am I doing? I'm all right. I'm just tired. Bio, greetings, my man. Hey. We're going to start this already? Yeah. Remember yesterday? Hey. Stop. No bark. Stop. Yeah. You just woke up? I know. I'm still waking up. Well, you know what? Hang on 1 second. I got to combat this because I am not tolerating yesterday. Kids, I am not tolerating yesterday. Shut up. Let's go. There you go. And you too. Over the wall. I'm not tolerating that today. Again, my apologies for the, hey, Marjana, how are you? Miles, why aren't you in school? Yeah, exactly. Bro's gonna kill. No, I would never do that. Hey, shh. I tell you. Yeah, no, not today. That's what happens. Next is gonna be in the room. Because when I record, I do not want to hear a peep. You got that? That's right, Miles online school. What school is that? I'm curious. Oh, freezing. Am I freezing? I'm wondering. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me go back up. So Miles, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, just tired. As I said from the very start of this live. Yeah, didn't sleep well. I've been just tired. Tried to do a bunch of different things. And in fact, I even think about yesterday. I don't even know how I plowed through those final few minutes of the live stream yesterday because in retrospect, I was thinking, it's like, man. And of course, I'm sitting here. It's not really warm well, today's going to be warm. It's going to be in the 80s, but yesterday was kind of cool. And I was just, I was running ragged there toward the end. So, wow, I see we got 8 people in the house so far. That's pretty cool. But, just tired. But that's neither here nor there. That's just par for the course. But let's see. Yes, and speaking, I should even say I'm tired considering that bio out west. It is 6:37. So Dodgers won last night, which was good for you guys. So Marjana, I appreciate you hopping on board. I'm gonna respond. I gotta respond to your comments too that I saw in bio. Your comments as well. I got to get to those. I will do that after I finish recording the podcast. So sometime this afternoon for sure. Freezing. I know Bobby said freezing. Is it my video freezing? I hope it's not. And Rhoda Peterson got me on the ledge of the cliff about Thelma and Louise. Oh, no. Got to hang in there. Hang in there, Rhoda. No, tonight is a huge game for them. And this series against the Nationals, which I'm going to talk about on the podcast too, and maybe I'll touch on it a little bit now. Huge game. Now, all of a sudden, Arizona is hot, and they're firing on all cylinders. So, and with the Reds winning yesterday, it's getting even that much tighter there in the National League wild card. And now Houston's overtaking Seattle. So, we'll get into that. The NFL schedule. I want to talk about all these injuries that are happening here. So many guys hurt. We know about Burrow's out for 3 months. J.J. McCarthy's out. Other big injuries there. Commanders are out. But, it's going to be on and popping what I got here for the podcast. So I hope you tune in later on. And I'm working on that. I'm 2/3 of the way done with the Shea Stadium vlog. And this one, it's coming together nice. What I'm going to do is you pay $200 to get here. You pay $200? Is that all I'm worth? No, I'm kidding. What do you mean by that? Is that one of those rap lyrics there too that you talk about? Your guy, what's his name? Not Meek Mills. What's his name? Melly Mike. And let me ask you, Miles, what do you want to be when you get older? Have I heard of Omegle? I know I'm butchering that. Omegle. I guess it's Omegle. That's how you pronounce that? Julio, what's going on? If you've seen YouTube channel, delete laws, you would understand. If you've seen YouTube channel, delete laws, you would understand. Okay. It's raining in SoCal, but still 85. Nice. I take that. Well, it's going to be in the 80s today. The next couple of days, and it's going to get dropped to 70, which is still nice. You wanted to be a movie actor. Why can't you still not be that? 22 people. I appreciate you. Whoever the 22 of you are, thank you for hopping on board. I appreciate you. If you want to subscribe, but I want to cook. Well, you want to cook other people? I know sometimes you try to cook me. You try to cook whatever. And wait, if you're 13 years old, you want to be a movie actor, you can still do that. Well, who's your favorite actor? Let's start there. And Baya, I know you're saying it's raining. Is it going to be all day? Is it going to be just morning? Any idea? I'm curious because when I think of rain in Southern California, I think it just rains for like an hour. Now, I know you have gray skies, cloudy days, but like to think that it rains all day in Southern California, I'd be shocked. I know I got to get back out there too, man. It's been what, over 6 years? You want to cook food here and there today and tomorrow. Okay. Miles, what do you want to cook? Do you know how to cook? Hey, listen, I'm not trying to say that you don't know. I'm sure at 13, you could probably make a few things. And I'm not talking about toast or cereal. That doesn't count. Or anything you pop in a microwave. That's not cooking either. So, but what is this Omegle thing? I'm curious to know what that is. Maybe I could look that up. Man, could food better than us, so go for it, Miles. Yes. Well, I don't mind cooking. Miles, go to Cordon Bleu. My favorite actor would be Tom Holland, Spider-Man. All right. I can see that. You're welcome. Yes, Miles. Whatever you could cook for us in the room today. I want to cook any kind of food. All right. What's everybody's favorite meal? What the hell? Just throw that out there. Me, it's crazy because my mother-in-law makes, of course, being Latino, my mother-in-law makes rice and beans, but it's not even just like rice and beans. One day she can make white rice with garbanzos. Another time she'll make it black beans. Another time she'll make red beans. Another time she'll make lentils. Another time she'll make split pea. Another time she'll make whatever, red beans. I mean, it's just, forget it. It's never ending. Tacos and shrimp ceviche. Ooh, that sounds good. Shrimp ceviche and tacos. What kind of tacos, Bio? I know, you can't go wrong, especially out there. That, to me, that's, although I'm sure Austin would probably think like, hey, we make good tacos in Austin. LA is the capital of tacos in the US. I mean, come on. Who are we kidding? Carne asada, hey, can't go wrong with that. I hear that, man. Absolutely. Now, tacos, listen. Tacos are a go-to. Midnight Swami, Jesus loves you. Take up your cross and follow him. We're all sinners, but through him we are saved. I pray everyone here opens their hearts. Somebody say, I hear you. All glory goes to the Lord. Amen. Midnight Swami. I appreciate that. Pizza, but I can't eat that anymore. So frustrating. Marjana, I'll tell you this. I know there are foods that we grew up with that we've come to love. The comfort foods, the pizzas, the hamburgers, I guess fried chicken. I mean, I don't know how big fried chicken is. This is, of course, here in the States. But you know what? As you get older, it's a thing where, yes, you may miss those foods, but your body doesn't miss them. And I get it. People say moderation. People say once in a very blue moon or whatever. And I understand that, you want to enjoy the things that you've grown up eating. But there's a lot of things that I don't eat now that I used to eat. And mainly it's because for health reasons. So watching Tobey Maguire is my childhood. Oh, that's the original Spider-Man, of course. Miles fried chicken, I guess that's your go-to. But Marjana, I will say this, even though you may miss those foods and it's like, oh, I wish I could have whatever, ice cream or cookies or cake. I mean, you can make your own version of that at home and make it even healthier. Oh, watermelon, can't go wrong with that, please. I juice watermelon, which is the best. Now, and I know it's one of those things where you've eaten certain foods for a majority of your life, and then all of a sudden it's like you have it taken away. And that's the beauty of making it at home on your own. Now, I'm sure in Serbia it's a lot different in the States, because here in the States they put all the added preservatives and chemicals and things of that nature. So obviously you don't know what you're eating, but if you make it your own, so if you make your own pizza, let's say for instance, where you know that if you're gonna get, and listen, I understand if you can't have dairy, if you want to do a plant-based version of that, and understand, oh, that's not pizza. Oh, I get that. But if you know that that's not going to factor into your health, because I understand we can't eat certain things, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm sure you're doing your body a better service, just like I know with the stuff that I used to eat once upon a time and what I won't eat now. I know yesterday, didn't Miles come out and say something about McDonald's? I said, oh, no McDonald's here. And I know, hey, listen, the young folk, they're going to eat that. More so the younger folks. And that's fine. But in this day and age, I would not eat McDonald's for reasons that I think are pretty obvious. Jobless Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, no. What's up, Jobless Jimmy Kimmel? How's it feel? I know, that's crazy. Did you hear about that news? How he's, their show's been suspended indefinitely because of comments. I make a good gluten-free pizza with cottage cheese and eggs. All right, Rhoda. And gluten too. I don't know if people have, celiac disease. That's another thing too in this day and age. Peanut allergies and all that. But yeah, there goes Miles, young, black, and rich. He's got to come out with his Melly Mel's or Melly Mike's or Jersey Mike's, whatever his name is. I know I'm being silly now. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay to miss those foods and know that you can't eat them, but you're doing your body a good service. I'm going to have to start hooking on Skid Row. Pay for my Disney Plus subscription. Oh, no. Hey, whatever's got to be done, right? Any donors I guess, would be greatly appreciated. Jobless Jimmy Kimmel, and even with the emoji. Imagine if that is Jimmy Kimmel. I know it's not, but listen, I'm sure, Jimmy, if you start a podcast, you'll have all your fans and all your followers go to you there. If you don't already, I thought you were on one with all the late night guys. Maybe that was during the pandemic. Jeez, it just goes to show you where my brain is at and how tired I am. But yeah, if you come out with a podcast and obviously do it independently, you'll be good. Now, obviously, is it going to pay the bills the way it has when you work for a gigantic network? Probably not, but exactly. Bio said it right there. My grandma just parted loudly. I'm sure we know what we mean. That's not nice. Said about that about your grandmother, who's been in this chat room before, by the way. ABC's doing God's work. Is ABC doing God's work? I don't know. Marjana, we don't have fried chicken. Oh, good for you. Many Americans love that. I would like to eat fried chicken. That's interesting. So no fried chicken in Serbia. Jimmy, yeah. Marjana, I know you said you've been to Chicago. Have you been to New York City or Los Angeles, for that matter? And I'm sure, yeah, right. I would think, I don't even know in Serbia if they have like fast food, takeout, Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Getting rid of woke late night talk show host is a blessing in disguise. Is it? I mean, does anybody care? I don't care. I mean, who cares? Yeah, listen, I could care less. I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. I don't watch Jimmy Fallon. I don't watch Stephen Colbert. I don't watch Jon Stewart. I don't. And it's not because politically averse, but I don't watch those shows. They don't do anything for me. So, again, I could care less. I don't care what side of the aisle they fall on. To me, it doesn't matter. So, thank you, Bio. That makes two of us. Nobody cares about that. I didn't care about that. Letterman, Johnny Carson. Nope, never. You know my old saying, guys. They could be performing in my living room, I wouldn't attend. Or better yet, in the backyard, I draw the blinds. Well, you're not missing anything because none of them actually speak anything with intelligence behind it. Right, I'm not missing anything because, yeah, exactly. As it is, the only TV I watch predominantly is sports. That's the real reality TV. So, yeah. Again, I could care less about late night, about primetime TV, about streaming TV, unless it's sports, of course. And even then, I'm frustrated with that. But, yeah. So, Jobless Jimmy, I don't know what else to tell you. I kind of have a feeling of what you're trying to do. Ain't going to work here. Ain't taking the bait, Jack. But I appreciate it. Listen, you can keep on. It's all good. Isn't the NFL staged and scripted? For those who gamble, maybe. But I don't think it is. Jobless Jimmy Kimmel, don't let TV stuff get you frustrated. That's right. Tell him, Bio. Yeah, NFL's a stage and scripted. Oh, y'all roasting? Don't get Miles. Miles started the thing with cooking, and now, exactly. It's entertainment, just like sports is. To a certain degree, because, again, us sports fans, it is entertainment at the end of the day, but, sports is much different now than it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. But NFL staged and scripted. Yeah, again, for those who gamble, they're going to look at it that way. And me, yes, we could take certain incidents throughout the NFL, the Rams-Saint game, in the NFC Championship game. And, we could go through a whole laundry list of that. NBA stuff. Please. Don Denkinger, if you want to go back that far. For those who know who Don Denkinger is, I know Bio knows. Miles, maybe not so much. I don't know about Jobless Jimmy Kimmel. I got to gamble for your age. Why are you gambling for? What money? What are you doing? Don't gamble. That's not good. You're going to lose more than you're going to win. Take it from me, for someone who's I can't say I had never gambled in my life. I go put $20 in a slot machine. If I don't win, I walk away. That's it. So I could get games. Oh, games for your PS5 or whatever it is they use. I think it's Nintendo, right, Miles? I'm not frustrated. If anything, I'm hysterically enlightened by the amusement. Of Jobless Jimmy Kimmel? The amusement of those guys getting suspended or fired, whatever you want to call it. Yes, that is BS. Tell them, Marjana. You tell them. All right, let's see. What do we have here? What, sports-wise? You know what? Now that I think about it, I know. Miles wants to go to a strip club. I don't know if you know this, people. He's 13 years old. He's going to be 14 October 7th. Home always wins. Yes. The house always wins. I was your first like, buddy. Keep up the good work. Is that right, Jobless? I appreciate that. I saw the like come up, the thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jobless Jimmy, where are you from? And don't say Los Angeles, because, of course, Jimmy Kimmel. And if you are from LA, that's fine, too. But because Jimmy Kimmel, LA, get it? Marjana, I have a question for you. I'm going to put you on the spot. And you don't have to answer, but because we're live and you're here, Skid Row, LA, yes. Marjana, would you like to be a guest on my live stream on Wednesday? Because I've had Brent on, I've had Bio on, I've also had Val on. James, I got to try to schedule with him. So what I did was I pulled names out of a hat many weeks ago, and I had them come on. We talk sports, talk about a bunch of different things. But if you'd like to be a guest, this coming Wednesday, we can schedule that. And it'll be a pleasure to have you on. Talk sports, even talk about Serbia if you like. Uh-oh, Michelle Obama's moose knuckle. Yikes. Here we go. Yes, I think I can. Why not? That'd be great. Marjana on would be epic. See, even Bio agrees. Well, Marjana, what I could do is I'll send you my email address because I got to follow up with one of your comments that you left yesterday. I believe with Brent. You were back and forth with Brent. Later this afternoon, which will probably be in the evening your time, I'm going to send you my email address. And, well, as a matter of fact, I can even tell you, I can't type in here, right? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, and then I'll send you a note, and then you can just write back, and we can schedule accordingly. So I can send you the link. You can just do it from your phone or a laptop, whatever. And yes, to have you on would be fantastic. We could talk about the EuroLeague, what happened there. I know I screwed that up because I thought Greece won, but obviously Greece did not win because I saw Giannis in the interview. We could talk a little basketball because I know how much you love basketball. And the NBA's coming soon. In fact, I think training camps open up as early as probably the end of next week. Just stumbling across this live scrolling. What's this channel about? Uncle Dixon, I appreciate you stopping by. This channel is, I talk sports. Yeah, thank you. Bio's, and don't worry, Bio, I'm not taking the bait. It's all good. But I appreciate that. Uncle Dixon, yes, this is a podcast pregame. I have a podcast that comes out every Monday and Thursday. This is a pregame. I kind of talk about, not kind of, I talk about what is going to be on tap for the podcast, 12:30. It'll be here on YouTube. I'm also on Apple, Spotify, the JAYREELZ podcast. Of course, you see the name, JAYREELZ. As long as I'm not a Chiefs fan, I am not a Chiefs fan. So I am a Steeler fan. Where you from, Uncle Dixon? I'm curious. So yeah, we talk sports. And we talk other things. The podcast pregame is open for whatever. I do a live stream every Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern time. That is predominantly sports, but if people want to talk about other things, we can. And Miles, if he's still in the room, Miles talks about, he's the one guy, he talks about anything and everything. He'll talk about rap lyrics. He'll talk about wanting to cook. He'll talk about his online school. He'll talk about a bunch of things. But Miles is good people. He's a young kid. He's 13. I think he's 13. He'll be 14 next month. But he hops on board, and I appreciate that. I don't even watch the NFL. I watch college, but I can't. No, I hear that. You don't watch the NFL, that's fine. You watch college. What's your college team? We talk college football, too. Schedule is not bad this week, by the way. Yeah, Miles is correct. Bio, only sports. I'm just very bad in baseball. Don't worry, we won't talk baseball, Marjana. I know the sports you like. Basketball. We'll talk a little football. Georgia, huh? Are you from Georgia? Yeah, that huge win, Tennessee, the other day. Boy, that was big. And I like your quarterback, too. And it's funny, speaking of which, Carson Beck is in Miami. So can you imagine? Georgia, Miami, that'd be something. Now, way too early to even talk about a national championship, and we know Miami's in a terrible conference, especially with Clemson being bad. But yeah, but that's what this channel's about. I talk sports. 2 podcasts a week. Yeah, right. But a win is a win. No, you're right. You don't throw wins back, as you know. So that's for damn sure. But yeah, sports. Obviously, what's going on this weekend? Bama, I know. Yeah, I can't stand Alabama either. Although I would think Kalen DeBoer, I don't want to say he's on a hot seat. That's way too soon. But it's a big season for them. They didn't make the playoff last year. They lost 3 games. And they've already lost a game this year. Florida State. And now, who knows? They're still pleased. Well, we're getting into week 4. So we still got another 8-9 weeks to go. So yeah. So today's podcast, you're going to have a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, baseball, NFL, college. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I'm missing another sport here. Yeah, there's like some NHL stuff that I could get into. They're nothing without Saban, I agree. Kalen DeBoer, I think he's in over his head. And I understand the success that he had in Washington, but still. What else do I want to discuss here? Now that I think about it, Bio, what is going on with the whole Kawhi thing? and I get it, there's like 20 Clipper fans in LA, and I'm sure you probably don't even want to. I forget when. Hold on a second. Forget when. What were you referring to, Brajana? When. Oh, I see I see your laugh emoji. But wait, I just want to go back. I hope I didn't miss one of your comments, Brajana. Yeah, but no, I would definitely reach out to you, Marjana. Just look out for my, I'll tag you and just look out for my email address. Now, how about all those Bulldogs with the Eagles carrying them to championships? Excuse me, with the Eagles carrying it. So wait, you also like the Eagles? Yeah, KL, I think. What is that? KL. EKL. What is KL? I got to scroll back now. I'm not familiar with KL there, Marjana, but oh, Kawhi Leonard. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard was a couple of weeks ago. The story came out where the owner of the Clippers, Steve Ballmer, had been involved with this one, I think it's an environmental group, but he was trying to circumvent the salary cap by paying Kawhi Leonard, or having this environmental group pay Kawhi Leonard $28 million for an appearance, so he didn't have to pay that towards their salary cap in order to get possibly more players. But it's now being investigated to the point where who knows what's going to happen. Whether that means as Ballmer gets suspended, the team is definitely going to get fined. I don't know if Leonard's going to get suspended, because it's not as if he went to management to say, hey, I know how to circumvent the salary cap. But now I'm reading other stuff about Kawhi Leonard and I haven't gone fully into the article. I know ESPN just put it out this morning, I think, where now they're tired of building around Kawhi Leonard, which I think was kind of stupid to build around him to begin with, considering how he can't. Last couple of years, he's actually played more than he has, but yeah. And they gave him that extension. I understand, because they opened up their new building, etc. But yeah, why they built around him, knowing that he's always hurt, that he's going to play when he wants to play, is beyond me. But I'm curious to find out more about that story. And I know with Bio living out in LA, I'm sure he has a better finger on the pulse than I do here in New York City. All right, Uncle Dixon, Stetson Bennett on the Rams is doing pretty good. Wherever the dogs go. No, I hate him. No, that's cool. I used to watch a lot of NFL back when Vic was with the Falcons. Yeah, and now he's coaching what, Norfolk State, I think? In college, that's a D2 school, maybe D3. Miles, next time I go outside, Riz up with the girls. It will look good, trust me. And nah, I'm not going to do that. Too old for that. If I was your age, well, your age 13, it's a little young. If I was in my teens or in my 20s, different story. But Miles, I'm not going to do that. I'm a married man. Why would I even think about doing that? Please. I watched a lot of NBA when Harden was with the Rockets too. Now, who's your favorite team though, Uncle Dixon? Is it still the Rockets? Because I figured if you like Harden, or you watched the Rockets when Harden was there, I don't know if you're watching them now. Of course, Kevin Durant. They have Alperen Şengün, a good young forward, as well as Amen Thompson. And was Tari Eason in that trade? No, he wasn't, right? For the Jalen Green? No, I don't think he was. Oh, he may have been in that trade, now that I think about it. So no Tari Eason, I take that back. But they have a good young core, though. I don't really watch NBA like that anymore because they got too political, just like the NFL. Yeah, they've toned down a little bit. I don't know. To me, I don't really pay attention to that. But I hear you. I mean, listen, obviously, if you feel like you're done with certain sports because they got too political, hey, that's on you. I don't intertwine the two. I'm there to watch the games. I don't care who kneels. I don't care who stands up. I don't care who sits down. I don't care who does backflips. To me, it's, again, so. But no, I hate it. No, that's how you feel. I respect that. I have no problem with that. Trust me. That's the one thing that, and I guess our guy, Jobless Jimmy Kimmel, left. I'm sure he was trying to rope me into talking politics, which I do not do. Yeah. For what? I mean, that's, and especially I'm going to do that where, no. Waste of time. But, yeah, so that's what I got, people. So, yeah, so we got baseball. I got to keep you up to date. My Mets, let's see what's going to happen here. Tonight's a huge game, and the National Series is even bigger because they have to sweep. To me, they have to sweep that series. 2 out of 3 minimum, of course, but and the Nationals have been playing terrible. So hopefully they beat up on them. Then you have the NFL with the injuries. Schedule this week is light. What is the Sunday night game? Tonight's Miami-Buffalo. Please watch something else. What is the Sunday night game right now? Joel Embiid was my guy, though. Yeah, no, Embiid is great if he can only stay healthy. That's the thing with him. Wait, before I even get to that, I know the Sunday night game. Oh, no, that's the Monday night game, Detroit-Baltimore. Who's the Sunday night game? I got to cheat. Oh, yeah, Kansas City and the Giants. That's not a good game. And Jokic. Yeah, that's Marjana. That's in her neck of the woods. That's her guy. All right, here we go. Marjana, I hear something. Terminator. Want to play when he want and live in San Diego or something. Yes. That's not how a player must do. That is a job. The beautiful job. That's right, Marjana. And listen, I'll take 1,000 Nikola Jokic before I take 1,000,000 Kawhi Leonards. 100%. Miles, what I say, who say? Yeah, Jokic is, listen, he could have, I understand SGA winning the MVP last year, but the guy averaged a triple-double, and he's a center. And listen, I get it that he won 3 of the previous 4 MVPs, but the guy is, listen, I'll debate this until the cows come home. He is arguably the best, hear me out, the best offensive center that we've ever seen. And I understand Kareem. People are going to say, what about Kareem? The skyhook, it was indefensible, etc. And Kareem, we all know. I mean, however you want to rank him. But Kareem, although a good passer, he doesn't pass like Jokic. And obviously Kareem, I get it, this day and age, with the 3-point shot, Kareem never shot threes. But Jokic shoots threes, he passes. I mean, the guy is just unbelievable. You were thinking of who? Jokic? Miles? Miles, who you like in basketball? What time is it? 10:08? All right, I'm going to give you guys the 10:15 before I sign off because I got to get started on this podcast. The I Be Back guy. Oh, you mean Schwarzenegger? You were thinking of him? When you read Terminator, huh? Yeah, that's funny how you said, Marjana, about him living in San Diego. Yeah, because he's he dances to his own beat. And listen, I get it. The NBA player, the player empowerment, how they're just going to do what they do, request trades, play when they want to play. It's certainly not the days of Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I know people are going to say, oh boy, here we go. JAYREELZ is going to get on the soapbox. Or, oh, here we go. JAYREELZ, get off my lawn. Sorry, that's what I grew up with. Guys taking days and load management, and people are going to say, oh, the reason why these guys are blowing out their Achilles is because of the way the schedule is, of this and that. Well, if that was the case, then back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, then everybody would have been blowing out their Achilles. So, I mean, give me a break. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, so that's what I got. That's going to be our podcast today, some college football, maybe some WNBA too. I know Liberty got smacked yesterday. So I'll touch on that. And there's a couple of hockey notes. Is there an NBA note that I wrote down here? No, right? Golf. I know next week you have the Ryder Cup, where the Europeans versus the U.S., and that's actually going to be played not too far from where I live, out in Long Island. It's a bit of a drive, but I could kid around and say it's in my backyard. So, but I appreciate you guys hopping on, especially Uncle Dixon. Thank you so much, as well as, I know Jobless Jimmy Kimmel. You had the one person that was coming in praising Jesus, which, listen, got to spread his praise. Yeah, I know the moose knuckle. Yeah, that was a crazy one. Of course, Miles, Bio, Regina. I haven't seen Cole. I hope he's doing well, but I know he's been running around tournaments and stuff. And Brent, I'm sure he's out and about. But no, I enjoy these. I enjoy these podcast pregame lives every Monday and Thursday, 9:30. I got a bit of a late start today. It was like 9:35. Just to communicate with you guys and gals, fill you in on what's happening with the podcast that's coming forth 12:30 Eastern Time, not only on Apple, Spotify, but of course here on YouTube. The video also on Spotify as well. Audio on Apple for those who rather listen as opposed to watch. So we got that going on. And then, a weekend of sports. Europe and Canada is better. 4 or 5 major players from non-USA. All right, so that's interesting, Regina. Europe and Canada. Yeah, because I'm wondering, the Canadian players, is Patrick Cantlay? Let me see, hold on. I mean, I should know this. And I think the Europeans, they're going to probably, I don't know. It's usually back and forth. I know when on U.S. soil, usually the Americans win. And then, because I know the last time they played, what was it, in Rome? It got destroyed. And that's when Rory went nuts. Not on the golf course, I think it was on a caddy. Not his caddy, of course. Let me see. Canadian. Notables, Brooks Henderson. Yeah, the Canadians, I don't even know. Corey Connors, yeah, I've heard of him. But you guys are going to have, I look like Nico Bellic. I don't even know who that guy is or person. The U.S. team, although they're going to have good players, but I think they're going to have, who is he going to have? Shane Lowry, the European players. Shane Lowry, Rory, John Rahm. Who else? I know I'm missing a couple. I don't know, Sergio Garcia, maybe he's going to be on that. Yeah, I know, Marjana, same thing. It's GTA 4. It's a video game. I guess I look like a video game character. I'm going to type him in right now. Was it Bellic? Uh-oh, here we go with the Giats again. Here it is, fictional character. That guy looks like Jason Statham. I don't look like that guy. Miles. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So a couple more minutes. What else? Anybody else have anything to say? Doesn't matter. Sports, life, weekend. What's anybody doing over the weekend? I know to think this is the final weekend of summer because fall officially arrives Monday, I think 2:17 p.m. So just like I said yesterday on the live stream, enjoy it. Bask in it, especially here in the Northeast because the cold weather will be here before I know it. Bellis looks like a Balkan boy. Don't know. Oh, did you get to see that too, Marjana, who he is? Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like me. I know. I need to shave too. And yes, I'll make sure for the next podcast and the live stream, I'll be a little bit more clean cut. Because, right, appearance is everything. I know my stepmother had mentioned that once upon a time, and I got to be more conscious of that. Not that I'm trying to let myself go or anything, but, you know. Appearance is everything, right? Don't they say that? Especially when you're trying to make a first appearance. As I'm trying to grow this channel, as I'm trying to get more people to watch. Rams beat Eagles on Sunday. Both teams. Yeah, that's going to be a great. To me, that's the game of the day. Because there's no other games on the NFL schedule that are even good. I'll run through it real quick. Green Bay at Cleveland. Indianapolis at Tennessee. Cincinnati, Minnesota. That would have been good if you had both quarterbacks there. Marjani, you leaving us? I will reach out to you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Ciao to you and yours. As always, thank you. And hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday, but we got a lot of time between now and then. Raiders at Washington, Jets at Tampa, Pittsburgh, New England, Atlanta, Carolina, Houston, Jacksonville, Denver at the Chargers. That's not a bad game. In fact, that's a good game. But it's not LA and Philadelphia. New Orleans, Seattle, Dallas, Chicago. LA, Philly should have been the 425 game, but all right. Arizona, San Francisco. That's not a bad game, but to me, I want to see what Arizona beat San Francisco in San Francisco last year. Around this time, I think it was a week 3, week 4. The Sunday night game I hate. And Detroit, Baltimore is a good game, Monday night. So, yes. Love back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With that, people, I think I'm going to sign off too because it's 10:16. I said I was going to give it to 10:15, but I can stay on here forever. But yeah, I got to get started on this podcast, as you all know, not to hammer it over your guys' heads, but you know what time and where, when, etc. Monday will be the next podcast pregame live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Of course, the next live stream, 12 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, which will be the 24th. So, a lot cooking in sports, pennant races, got the last 11 days of the baseball season, NFL week 3, college football week 4. I'll throw in a little WNBA because other than that, NHL, a couple of news and notes, but nothing really to elaborate. NBA, nothing really to elaborate there. Nothing with boxing, nothing with MMA. There could be an MMA fight this week, but I don't even know. Obviously, tennis season is done. Ryder Cup is next week. So, yeah, good time to be a sports fan with obviously the NFL, but then next month is really going to be on with the baseball playoffs. NHL will begin, NBA will begin, and the fall and winter sports will be ushered in with open arms as we get set for this stretch here between now and I would say maybe February when the Super Bowl concludes in Santa Clara. Because I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Miles, that you may be. All right, guys, enjoy your Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for hopping on board. I really appreciate it as always. You know that. Always coming correct, directed, and full effect on everything that's happening in sports and whatever else that may come down the pike, especially during these pregame lives. And yeah, just keep your eyes out for the podcast. As always, until next time on The Flip, baby, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. Live it up. Have a good time, have fun, and all that good stuff.